Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with me, Suchitra Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Decision to join formation of government was made after consulting his constituents, supporters and Mar community leaders, clarifies Tapaimuk MLA Ngursaglur Snadi. Joint Committee for Internally Displaced Persons assures support and cooperation to all peace restoration efforts made by CM Yumnam Khemchand-led government. And Election Commission of India announces special summary revision for electoral roll of 49 Tadubi Assembly constituency. Date for holding by-election expected soon. And the news in detail. Tapaimuk MLA and Mar leader Ngursanglur Sanate, who recently joined the formation of government in Manipur, has clarified that the decision to join the government led by Yumnam Khemchand was made in the interest of putting forward the peace process, and it was a decision made by consulting the constituents, supporters and leaders from his community. MLA Sanate said in an interview with the Indian Express newspaper. Clarifying his stance, MLA Sanate further maintained that people have suffered and there are lots of people who still cannot go to their native villages and houses. Some of them are staying in areas outside of Manipur or camps and complexes provided by the government. There are day-to-day laborers who are suffering. To earn a livelihood, there has to be peace. Commenting on the demand for separate administration, MLA Sanate said such things cannot happen at a moment's notice. The suspension of operation groups, UPF and KNO are in political talks and negotiations with the government of India for this, and that will continue. That is a gradual process, but we can't wait for that. We need some peace and development and for people to go back to their places. Insisting that agreeing to join the government does not mean we have surrendered. He said the Naga talks have also been going on for decades, but if the Naga people say that till it is resolved, we will not have any form of government, that can't be the way. A government has to be there to look after the people. On the charge that he and the other two MLAs have betrayed the people and their sufferings, MLA Sanate asserted that if there is no government, the suffering will continue. For any problem, the solution has to be arrived at the table, not by guns, not by fighting and killing. And his people need to be part of that table. While clarifying that those protesting are not from the Mar community, MLA Sanate also highlighted the support shown by Indigenous Tribes Advocacy Committee, a civil organization of Mars from Farzol and Jiribam districts, which issued a statement saying that MLA Sanate is representative of the area and warned against any attempt to demean, intimidate, threaten or cause harm to their MLA. Various communities of Meitei internally displaced persons, IDPs from different locations, have submitted a joint memorandum to Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand, urging to take immediate steps for their resettlement. In a joint memorandum, Churachandpur Meitei United Committee, Meitei Council More, Committee on Protection of Meitei Victims More, Apex Committee for Victims Villages, Ikau, Sadu, Yengkhuban, Dolaithabi, Laitanpokpi, Mairenpat and Gwaltabi, Meitei Union Kangpopi District and Torbung Gram Panchayat Victims Committee extended warm greetings to Khemchand on assuming office as the Chief Minister of the state. They further expressed belief that the new Chief Minister will guide Manipur towards peace, justice, rehabilitation and inclusive development. The committees further urged the Chief Minister to prioritize restoration of peace and rule of law across the state, safe return, rehabilitation and reconstruction for all displaced families. They also expressed hope that the Chief Minister will give precedence to justice and accountability of the victims of violence, protection of constitutional rights of all communities, and strengthening unity and social harmony in the state. In addition, the committees assured that they will extend full cooperation to the genuine efforts taken up by the new government to restore normalcy and dignity to the lives of the affected people. Inpui Union has expressed strong condemnation on the incident of indiscriminate firing allegedly carried out by Kuki militants in Wapong area yesterday. In a press note issued by Inpui Naga Youth Organization, it is informed that armed assailants, believed to be Kuki militants, opened fire towards unarmed civilians who were collecting forest vegetables. While asserting that Kuki militants are residing at poppy cultivation farms to provide protection to those who are engaging in harvest of illicit poppy crops, Inpui Union expressed concern over non-intervention by security forces who are deployed near Iring village and Wapong area. Further, Inpui Union has demanded independent and impartial investigation into the incident of firing by Kuki militant group and to make adequate security arrangements to prevent such incidents in the future. It also demanded relevant authority to uphold the rule of law and to ensure safety of civilians. The Election Commission of India (ECI) has announced a special summary revision (SSR) for the electoral roll for the 49th Tadubi ST Assembly constituency in Manipur. The qualifying date for eligibility is January 1, 2026. Following ECI directives, the Chief Electoral Office CEO of Manipur announced the schedule on Saturday under Section 21 of the Representation of the People's Act 1950. According to ECI, the integrated draft electoral roll will be published on February 9. Claims and objections can be filed until February 25. Disposal of claims and objections will be completed by March 6. And the final publication of electoral roll is scheduled for March 10. It said that the revision aims to ensure that every eligible Indian citizen, those aged 18 years and above as of January 1 of 2026, who reside in the constituency and are not, these people are not disqualified under the law. The CEO of Manipur, along with district election officers, DOs, and electoral registration officer, ERO, will oversee the entire process to ensure accuracy and compliance. The final publication of the rolls will be preceded by a press note and public advertisements to enhance transparency and encourage participation. It may be mentioned that 49th Tadubi Assembly constituency in Manipur Senapati district has been vacant since the death of National People's Party representative N. Kaisi on January 18 of 2025 due to an illness. The SSR process is a critical step towards holding the by-election. Chief Minister Yumnam Khimchan chaired a review meeting with senior officials of the Department of Agriculture and Horticulture at the Secretariat to deliberate on the economic revival of Manipur through the promotion of the integrated farming system this morning. Sharing a post on his social media account about the meeting, Chief Minister Yumnam Khimchan wrote that agriculture and horticulture form the backbone of our economy, and government is committed to empower farmers and encourage them to enhance productivity, ensuring fair market access for their produce, and doubling farmers' income for sustainable growth and economic strengthening of the state. The Chief Minister also maintained that government is committed to empower farmers in building a resilient, self-reliant agrarian economy for Manipur. Various organizations in Lamsang area have banned heavy vehicles near the Lamsang Bazaar Bridge construction site until the work is completed. Addressing a press meet, Lamsang Makalekai Welfare Association Secretary Rajmani spoke on behalf of various organizations including Nupi Kunai Lamsang Bazaar, Educational Sports and Cultural Organization Lamsang, Youth Association Tau Thong, and Lintoy Ngambi Welfare Association Lamsang. He expressed disappointment over the delay in the construction of the bridge as the construction has taken over 6 years. Rajmani said that the construction work has not made any progress and has remained stagnant despite repeated appeals to the authorities concerned to expedite it and protests in the past. He added that the special contractor had even assured completion of the construction work by May of last year when the organizations from Lamsang area held talks with him. Urging the authorities to complete the bridge's construction and blacktop it at the earliest, Rajmani announced that The movement of heavy vehicles will be prohibited until the construction work is completed.
Muksuramani corona matamdagini haiba thongsi saba hogibasi saba hobo matamda so kegi diversion thongsi matik sana saba su sabi kitaba marde moina matamda hek saba hoboda tha taruki manungda thongsi saba loisingani haidina koi saba hogibani hoboda saba loisin bi film ude koina hojik pami basi haiba thongsi tamsana loisin biro ni koina hanba haijining si ti saba loisindring ai gi maungai na koina hojik yellow mairom thonggi mamang thongba lamsang bazarom thongba saruk lamsang thong maning rom thongba saruk si ufunda mata leiba ngamde February tang nipan haiba numit no baijing numit sidagi koi heavy vehicle haiba gari makal kudimak haiba thongsi saba loisingera loisiloira akoi labi matek kharasu leini haiba labi matek se koila sajanbiro ufun thaudana ba semiro haiba poche hek togdiba kai koi heavy vehicle haiba gari kudimak se koi chalanjaroi haiba wafam dune koi ngasi gi lamsangi adagi tawthongi lamsang bazagi leiba koi praja mayam na thammi bisi
All Manipur Students Union MSU has officially notified privately run higher secondary schools to stop collecting monthly tuition fees beyond February for the academic session of 2025-26. In a press statement issued by Assistant Publicity and Information Secretary Ngangom Nihen, MSU has observed that many institutions continue to charge full fees through April and May, despite classes having concluded much earlier. The association stated that it places an unfair financial burden on families in a struggling economy such as Manipur. MSU further condemned the practice of withholding Class 12 admit cards for COSEM board exams due to unpaid fees, citing the severe psychological strain this burden places on students during an already stressful period. Consequently, MSU has directed schools to stop these collections and reimburse any fees already taken for the months following February. Further, MSU also extended best wishes to all students appearing for the board exams beginning on February 17. Manipur startup Cube 10 Technologies founder and managing director Haubam Joyremba participated in the 3-day summit for artificial intelligence AI titled AI for Developing Countries at United Nations Conference Center in Bangkok. The summit was organized in joint collaboration between United Nations Geneva and Vienna from 4th to 6th of February 2026, bringing together 600 delegates from over 150 nations for a historic gathering focused on transforming developing countries from AI consumers to AI creators. The main agenda convened on protection safeguards for smaller community from the rising AI wave. Haubam Joyremba co-chaired a 12-member working group, and a policy document on AI and governance was compiled during the program. The conference adopted policies on AI for governance, AI for all, AI sovereignty, technology colonization, which will become a framework that will need ratification from participating countries, empowering every nation to control its digital future.
Artificial intelligence na karam makagi checking pirapuya bage apikba communities ta amasung developing countries ta aduga artificial intelligence na kamaina akogi education banking sector health sector da karamba onu pirapuya gadage haibadugi chogu discussion ni apikba marginalized communities sing asigi mahaki data te yamna leitabna maram morakanda AI da akogi inclusive AI haibisu oihorodra haibiga kiba leiba aduguma sing du address tawna ba dum be family haiba Charter में हमसे अपन same level में तुंगा अपन United Nations ना मसी countries में adopt हो गया बनी आयाना मणिपुर की मतंग दा तीन तक ना कोई की data सी digitized format ले हुआ बन मर मोर कांदा AI ना मसी fit और कांदे AI ना चार कांदे AI ना single कांदा कोई ना कोई सी inclusion अमो कोई होरी दो बा ये अकीब अमल ले यूज़ देश दा कोई ना कमाई तो ना कोई culture and identity बु protect हो गया दे मसूं मसी की AI की लंबी देश दा कोई सो कमाई तो गया हो गया दे हाइबसिगी यामना अचौबो डिस्कशन हाइजे बतारे मणिपुर गुम्बा अपिकपा कम्युनिटीज में आम अफ्रीका दगे अमसुंग अतोपा आइलैंड कंट्रीज में आम दगिसु लेफम असद लाए अदुना AI for all, AI for inclusive AI, ethical AI, then AI for advancement, AI for humanity, I business in the koy discussion pangok seven.
Kanglei people against narcotics and psychotropic substances. Kanglei Panas observed its 4th Foundation Day today at GM Hall, centered on the theme "Say No to Drugs, Say Yes to Life." During the event, Kanglei Panas Secretary General Wahaj Fundray expressed strong opposition to the government's decision to legalize liquor shops, arguing that the move contradicts ongoing efforts to eradicate narcotics and protect the youth from substance abuse. Speaking further, Wahaj Fundray highlighted that the organization's district and local councils, in collaboration with Mayra Paibis and various CSOs, are working tirelessly to end the drug epidemic. He emphasized that their mission focuses on concerted community action, rehabilitation, and advocating against the sale of illicit substances while promoting health and physical fitness. The Foundation Day was preceded by an awareness bike rally which saw participants travel from How Ground at Pisum Chingamathak to GM Hall to spread the message of a drug-free society.
February 7, 2022 dagi hanba leitana sangsin jarakpa madugi chahi mari pharakpa hairiba chahi mari pharakpa gi thorom mapok kuman thorom pangtok pasidasu meyai ka bachindak ka mari leinaba makal maka kaya gi thorong kaya ga loina pangtok cheribasi atai kari gisu nate aikoi Kanglei Panas na sangsilliba khongjang sida aikoi meyai ka ba chinjak sina iramdam sida aikoi matam kaya gi mamang dagi sangsilakliba sida aikoi lan na maram oirakanda iramdam chigi naha kaya aikoi lal lomda imalaiba kannanabagi khongjang kaya sangsin bada matam kaya amusu mangkre maram maduna aikoina makoibu yangsin basu mama oiba kaya na yangsin basu ngamdaba.
It's now time for a very short break. We'll be right back.
Human Resource Development Academy Garina Jahi Nauriba Angang Singbu Mapung Faba Tungi Mirol Amamang Oinaba Wakal Lokshin Pinabagi Pandamda Academy Sigi Makada Jahi Ahundagi Manga Fawada Laiba Angang Singi Nursery Lower KG Amadi Upper KG gi class Chadliba session 2026 ki oina January Kunipaldagi admission haujaragani
Angang Singi Laizaba Magun Singbu Hena Thawai Hapada Thawai Yaubo Zangaktani Thazaba Thambiyu Lengthok Piro Punna Hodambinasi
Admissions are now open. Please visit Human Resource Development Academy Khari, Airport Road, Imphal, Manipur.
Welcome back. Band outfit Kanglei Pak Communist Party KCP PWG-MC Unification has asked 3 individuals to clarify regarding the alleged collection of 5% of funds from PWD contractors. According to a press release issued by its PRO Chingkai Nganba, KCP PWG-MC Unification alleged that Premanand of Singjamay Mayengbum Laikai, owner of the NRL oil pump in the locality, along with Thokchom Shankar of Singjamay Thongam Laikai, and Khoisnam Sushil Kumar of Malom Bazar, an employee of the Agriculture Department, collected the money from PWD contractors in the name of releasing check power for planned and non-planned works carried out during 2022 and 2025 under central sponsored schemes. The outfit warned that Premananda's oil pump will be banned and strict action will be taken against him and his 2 associates if they do not publicly clarify the matter within 5 days or provide details about collecting the money to the party. United Meitei Pangal Youth Organization UMPYO has pressed the government to give a ministerial berth to Wabagai constituency MLA Dr. Usham Debin. Addressing a press meet held today at its office, UMPYO President Riajuddin Bogi Mayum asserted that Wabagai Assembly constituency is lagging far behind from other assembly constituencies in terms of development and infrastructures. He further urged Chief Minister Yumnam Kim Chan to consider this while inducting legislators as cabinet ministers.
Manipur ki Kendra Humpusi Manung Sana Laiba Ogai Kendra Hariba Ogai constituency si Akoya documentic Sotharaga Lakba Tam of Tam the Minister so Oidraba aduna akhoi MLA singsi adum Congress su kai BJP su kai adubu development da mapung pha ba to bangam dana leiriba lambi thong si pura akhoi full hodana every all development health center am leitaba adagi akhoi gi sida playground am leitaba school government high school am leitaba every akhoi department government gi oiba semaram chaba ma phu leite.
All Manipur Maitai Pangal Youths Association AMPYA has warned that failure to induct a Maitai Pangal legislator into the new state government would be deemed suppression of the community. In a press release, AMPYA welcomes the reinstatement of a popular government in the state with the induction of legislators from 2 different communities as deputy chief ministers following almost a year of president's rule. The organization maintained that excluding Maitai Pangal legislators from the government forming would be akin to creating Hindu-Muslim divisions in the state. It further urged the government to appoint a Maitai Pangal legislator as a cabinet minister to signify participatory democracy in the state, expressing strong confidence that the new chief minister will take this into consideration. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC OBC Department Chairperson Shakir Ahmad has expressed contentment over the inclusion of OBC Department in every state as special invitees in the Pradesh Election Committee. Speaking to reporters at Congress Bhavan, BT Road, Imphal, Shakir Ahmad informed that All India Congress Committee President Mallikarjun Kharge has issued an order directing to include chairpersons of the OBC department in every state as special invitees in the Pradesh Election Committee. He further remarked that the order reflects the Congress Party's commitment to inclusive growth in the country, while pledging that he will relentlessly strive towards uplifting the weaker sections and communities in the state.
Congress की फजक्रबा ideology inclusive growth हाइबदी economic political justice equality and fraternity the base तौरकांदा Manipur da OBC हाइबदी other backward class socially and economically weak way हौरबा सिंगदा मानबा मियेंग येंग लकांदा India da Manipur da लाइबा में पुंग खिदुंग चक आनना साफत मिनगदबनी हाइबदी पांडमदा Hairiba Head Committee Haibadi Pradesh Election Committee da Chairperson Aibusu Yawnaba Haibida Kibasina Taksare. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable President Mallikarjun Kharge ji and Rahul Gandhi ji, Sonia Gandhi ji and Priyanka Gandhi ji for including me as a special invitee of Pradesh Election Committee.
Mitai Pung Isaigi Syntax Hindamba, which was organized by Lining Thau Sanamhi Temple Board LSTB, concluded today at its premise at Haying Kongbal Upong Yumpam, Imphal. During the closing function, certificates and gifts were distributed to the trainees. Speaking on the sidelines, Manipur University of Culture Vice Chancellor Professor Paunam Gunindro highlighted the rich cultural heritage of Manipur, including Manipuri Sankritan that inscribed on UNESCO representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2013. He further stated that LSTB is making efforts to engage internally displaced persons, IDPs, in occupations related to arts and culture to provide them with a source of income. The MUC-VC also expressed confidence that the plan to open a Sanamahi Culture Studies Center or Sanamahi Philosophy Studies Center at the Cultural Varsity will be materialized this year.
Sanami culture studies, not the philosophy of Sanami Jamisi, Masi Equina, say Ama Nigimamanda Equina, Tasino Masi Equity Consney Yard and Potnaquina, Pura Equi, Masi Centerama, Hanganova, Honazeri, Madu Equina, Yam Tuna Mamang Zeda, Ladyba, Lamdam Siuiba. Lebaki people Kara Amadi, Sientungi, financial constraint, Kalibanamasi, and not of Dina, and Tobunidu, 100 Sumsui Sudamasi, Aquina, Hangoga Masi, Aquina, not of Dina, and Hazard, Terino Hamatam says that Mapam Pinimata, Aqui labor, Buddhist studies center in Adumri. Are they Aqui Hindu philosophical studies? Mayam University in the philosophical studies, Mayam labor.
Apunba Khorirol gi Malem gi Lup has announced the list of award winners for various writers ahead of its 4th Foundation Day, which will be held on March 1st. Renowned personality will be conferred Manipur Historian title 2026. Dr. Yumnam Indrajit's book Thengkhau Langpumlon will be awarded the Mahairol Literature Award 2026, while writer Pangambam Nandakumar's Pirangi Paudam will be conferred Wahaiki Nachom Award. The awards include shawls and citation as a symbolic gesture to honor the awardees. The ceremony will be held at Manipur Dramatic Union Hall, Imphal, where Waikhom Amuchau's poetry book Iraipak Sidagi Numit Sida will be published. A team led by Range Officer Huidrom Sundar of Kakching Forest Range carried out a drive against bird traps at Turel Mamai area of Karungpat under Kakching Forest Range and recovered 4 bird traps. The drive was conducted under the supervision of Thoubal Forest Division DFO Dr. Laisangthem Jisili. Speaking on the sideline, Range Officer Huidrom Sundar issued warning against people who engage in trapping wild birds while also listing out the legal penalties and prohibition under Wildlife Act. (152) Battalion of Central Reserved Police Force CRPF under its Civic Action Program distributed materials and machines for candle and incense stick preparations to the residents of Kanto Sabal, Imphal West District today. Speaking on the occasion, CRPF DIG H. Premjit appealed to strengthen relationships and improve cooperation between central forces and the general public. Highlighting the purpose of the program, he remarked that CRPF units are carrying out similar civic action program with little budget from the central government, with the sole aim towards rebuilding livelihoods and improve coordination with the civilian populace. He reiterated that CRPF remains committed to public welfare while saying that a local club building and a Maira hut will be constructed very soon. The program was attended by DIG Range Imphal H. Premjit Maitai, former Assistant Commandant T.H. Mema, CRPF 152 Battalion Commander Love Kumar, Assistant Commandant Vijay Bahadur Rajak, Jasmat Kumar, Ram Pravesh and Sunil as main dignitaries.
Chaichu Patana Larik Tamanview, Aluga Nishai Pacha Shin and View, no Mogi Pungani exercise Tada view, body, Pan view, Raichai Tabagang Tonaba, Patana Lai Sutamandana, Aguigi, Atopakangu, the Dimaming Palaro, Moidi Punamang Chen Chendra, from Kudimota Chatana, Barti Dona, Mojipura, India Gomez, Kusha Lagana Chale, Adu, Chai Shusinche. Thadu view, Larik class 10 passed on view, application by Eva hand view, 12 passed on view, Hindi Pahan view, Hindi is a Yaw Dragati Hayata Yaro.
Under the supervision of Manipur State Legal Service Authority, Masalsa, District Legal Service Authority, Thoubal, in collaboration with Kakching District Bar Association, conducted a one-day legal awareness program on prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006 and Child Rights and POCSO Act 2012 at ADL English School, Wabagai, Lamkhai today. Conducted as part of 100 days intensive campaign for Child Marriage Free India, the program was attended by Judicial Magistrate First Class cum Civil Judge Junior Division Kakching Neera Sinam, Kakching District Bar Association President Advocate Nongmaithem Madhu, ADL English School Wabagai Lamkhai Principal Irengbam Romesh as main dignitaries, while Advocate Chongtham Manishwar, Advocate T. Git Devi, Advocate T. Geet Deva and Advocate Naurem Jemson delivered lectures on the legal points as resource persons. A social audit Gram Sabha for Khangabok Part 3 Gram Panchayat was held at Community Hall of Khangabok Part 3 Kunaulaikai today. The meeting was attended by people of the Gram Panchayat and officials of various departments. The meeting deliberated on MG Narega 2023-24, PMAG 2021-22 and 2023-24. Gender and Social Development Coordinating Committee of Angtha Gram Panchayat, in association with 82nd Battalion of BSF E Company and Andhro Police Station, jointly organized a day-long free medical camp at Community Hall of Western Panthoibi Club, WPC Angtha, under Imphal East District today. The free medical camp was organized under the aegis of Manipur State Rural Livelihood Mission. Health experts from BSF attended to over 200 individuals and provided healthcare services for pediatrics, dental, general surgery, gynecology, and other issues. Free medicines were also distributed to attendees. Lamjing Maira Club and Reva Eye Foundation Uripok jointly organized a one-day free eye checkup camp at Langjing Achobo Maning Laikai Community Hall today. About 100 people availed benefits during the eye checkup camp. Speaking on the sideline, Finance Secretary of Lamjing Maira Club, Huidrom Raja Langam, expressed gratitude for organizing the free eye checkup camp. Moving on to sports. In the ongoing 16th Shahid Manoranjan Singh Memorial State Open Football Tournament 2025-26, which is being organized by 86th CRPF Battalion under the aegis of Manipur and Nagaland Sector CRPF and All Manipur Football Association, Juvenile Tera registered win against Nesu Porompat in penalty shootout. In the match that was played at turf ground of Sai Sports Complex Takyelpat, scoreline remained 2-2 for both Juvenile Tera and Nesu Porompat at the end of stipulated time, and the match had to be decided through spot kicks, in which Juvenile Tera emerged victorious with scoreline of 5-3. Trukbu Nambol will take on AIM Khabam Lamkhai, while FC Riengdai None will face MIUFC Mayang Imphal in the next match on February 9. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center, Lamphelpat, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 25 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 5.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 89% in the morning and 36% in the evening. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Decision to join formation of government was made after consulting his constituents, supporters, and Mar community leaders, clarifies Tipaimuk MLA Ngursanglur Thanat. Joint Action Committee for Internally Displaced Persons assures support and cooperation to all peace restoration efforts made by CM Yumnam Khemchand-led government. And Election Commission of India announces special summary revision for electoral roll of 49th Tadubi Assembly constituency. Date for holding by-election expected soon. That is all the news we have for now. Keep watching SKTV News for more news updates.